In this video, we're going to see which stage keyboard has the best value. We're going to be comparing the Roland RD88 EX versus the Yamaha CK. Stick around to the end to see which keyboard wins for the best value. As of the recording of this video, these two keyboards are priced very closely. Right now, you can buy the RD88 EX for $1,429 USD. You can buy the Yamaha CK88 for $1,499 USD. Alright, so for this value battle, we're going to look at the weight, the sounds, the locations, layering, internal speakers, controls, inputs and outputs, and some special features. Alright, here we go. The RD88 EX comes in at 29.78 pounds, or 13.5 kilos, versus the CK88, which comes in 28.8 pounds, or 13.06 kilos. Wow, so almost by 1 pound, the CK88 wins the weight round. Next up, let's look at sounds. The RD88 EX has 3,000 tones versus CK's 88, 363 voices. In the RD88, you have two sound engines, the ZenCore and the Supernatural. The CK88 also has two sound engines, which is the AWM2 and the AWM for the organ flutes. Now, is the RD88 EX expandable? Yes, you could add sounds to it. Is the CK88 expandable? No, you cannot add sounds. So this is a clear winner for the sound round. The RD88 EX wins this. Next up, locations. So this is about where and how much storage these keyboards have to store your presets that you create. The RD88 EX has 400 scenes. That's 400 different locations to store presets. The CK88 has 160 live sets. Okay. The clear winner for this round again is the RD88. Now the RD88 has 2 points, the CK88 has 1. Let's move on to layers. Each keyboard can layer up to 3 sounds. For the RD88, they call this the upper 1, upper 2, and lower. For the CK88, they call this part A, B, and C. This round is a tie. They both can layer and split 3 sounds. Next round, internal speakers. Now the RD88 has two 4.72 full range speakers with two 0.78 tweeters, but it comes in at 6 watts. And the CK88 also has two 4.72 inch 6 watt speakers. This round ends in a tie as well. Let's move on to controls. When it comes to control and layers, on the RD88 EX, they give you 3 knobs. On the CK88, you have 3 sliders to control layers. When it comes to the equalizer, the RD88 EX gives you 3 assigned share knobs that you share with the effects, while the CK88 has 3 dedicated sliders for the equalizer. When it comes to controlling effects, the RD88 EX gives you 4 knobs, but 3 of them are shared with the EQ. But on the CK88, you have knob per function, so a knob or a button dedicated for each thing. Dedicated filter, drive, unison, delay effects, section complete with knobs and buttons. Now how about the attack and release? Well, on the Roland RD88 EX, there are no buttons or knobs for that. Now on the CK88, there's dedicated attack and release knobs. Now on the CK88, there is no input control or slider. Last but not least, we're looking at what controls are assignable. On the RD88 EX, you have wheels, knobs, and the foot control jacks that are assignable. On the CK88, you also have wheels, knobs, and foot controller jack that is controllable. Both keyboards have buttons to quickly go through each sound category and save live sets or presets. Both have screens, but their screens are not touch capable. So the winner for controls is the CK88. Alright, the score now is 4-4. Let's move on to inputs. For inputs, the RD88 EX has one 1/4 inch jack TS mic in and one 1/8 TRS line input, while the CK88 has two 1/4 inch jack inputs, left mono and right. For outputs on the RD88 EX, you have two 1/4 inch TS, left mono and right. You also have an output for headphones, which is one 1/4 inch TRS. For the CK88, You have 2 1/4-inch jacks for outputs left mono and right. You also have a headphone output, which is the 1 1/4-inch TRS. Let's look at the USB ports. The RD88 EX has one Type B port for audio and MIDI, one Type A for memory. The CK88 has one Type B for audio and MIDI, and one Type A for external device control. MIDI ports. The RD88 EX has MIDI out and MIDI through USB. The CK88 has MIDI in and out and USB. For pedal ports, the RD88 has one 1/4-inch jack TRS for the damper, 2 1/4-inch jack TRS for foot controller 1 and 2. While the CK88 has 2 1/4-inch pedal ports that are configurable. These 2 keyboards come in a tie for inputs and outputs. Alright, the score is 5-5. They're tied. Let's see how they do with special features. For special features, we're going to look at 2 unique features for each keyboard. Number 1, for the Roland RD88 EX, it has Apple MainStage integration. This keyboard hooks up seamlessly to Apple's MainStage and expands the capability of this keyboard in the studio and in live use. Feature number 2, the RD88 EX has rhythm track performances. This is a feature that I don't really see in any other professional stage keyboard. You have drum tracks. That's very, very useful. You can leave your laptop, your iPad at home because you got drum tracks already inside of this unit. Now for the CK88, 2 unique features. Number 1 is the Bluetooth audio in. This feature is very useful for either rehearsing or performances. You can have your sound, your tracks come in with no wires straight into your CK88. Special feature number 2 for the CK88 is battery powered capable. Yes, with 8 AA batteries, this becomes a truly portable stage keyboard. Whether you're busking, whether you want to practice on the bus or in a car, you can do it. And for the final round score, this comes in as a tie as well. These 2 keyboards pretty much even out for the best value awards. Here's a recap. For weight, the CK88 just edged out the RD88. For sounds, the RD88 blows the CK88 away. For locations, the RD88 wins that again. For controls, the CK88 blows the RD88 out the water. And for all the other categories, it was pretty much even. But here's my 2 cents. If you need thousands of sounds and you need some type of DAW compatibility, the Roland RD88 EX is the best choice. Now, if you need an organ module or you need knob per function when you're performing or creating your patches, the CK88 is the one you should get. Before you go, I put a link in the description for you to check out the CK88 preset pack that I put together. All right, thank you for watching Key Breakthrough.